Meanwhile, it is 4th of July week, and fireworks shows are an Independence Day tradition that dates back to its inaugural anniversary in 1777. John Adams originally envisioned the holiday marked with, quote, illuminations. That celebration is getting a remix in recent years as 4th of July celebrations are increasingly featuring drone shows.
That's right. So Heads in the Sky Drones is a creative marketing agency specializing in producing drone light shows, especially for celebrations like the 4th of July and the Grammys. So joining us now ahead of the holiday is a co-founder, Kevin Prince. Kevin, it's great to have you on the show here. How will your drones be at work during these 4th of July festivities?
I mean, the 4th of July this year is going to see an unprecedented uptick in the number of drone shows across the country. You'll see cities like Boulder, Salt Lake City adopting drone shows over fireworks. I think when people look into the night sky this 4th of July, they're going to see something incredible, of course, in fireworks, but they will also see drones and drone shows.
Yeah, I'm from Colorado, and I remember when it really picked up was because of wildfire dangers. Is that still the primary reason to go with drones over traditional fireworks?
Yeah, so we're seeing an uptick a lot for environmental causes, for safety concerns, and also just for the general noise population that fireworks cause. You know, they are a disruption to whether it's vets with PTSD or whether it's your dogs at home. You know, noise is also a big consideration, but mostly, you know, environmental and safety concerns. You know, they are just a safer, more stunning, more dynamic way to celebrate. Now, you will see drone shows accompany fireworks this year as well, which is also a really interesting use case, and also a spectacular use case. I don't think fireworks are done. Although we do say here at Heads in the Sky Drones, we say fireworks could never create, you know, a massive 3D bald eagle or a massive American flag in the night sky. But I think you'll see a lot of drone shows accompany fireworks displays, you know, in addition to just drone shows at large. But environmental concerns, of course, are driving this.
Right. We've seen how dry portions of the West are, and of course the wildfires that have swept through parts of California, Colorado as well. So no surprise to see that you mentioned some shows there off the bat. From a cost perspective, is it more cost savings to go with the drone show? And if so, by how much?
So drone shows right now are not as, or they are more expensive, yes, than fireworks. So fireworks are probably, I would say, it all depends on what city you're in and what state you're in, but I would say anywhere between a fourth of the cost of drone shows. But when you're thinking bigger picture and you're thinking the safety of your community and also kind of the towns that you're in, and also just kind of how spectacular and incredible and dynamic drone shows are. In fact, I have a drone here if you're interested in seeing. You know,
let's see.
I think it's worth the cost. Yeah.
Show us how it works.
All right, so here he is. There she is. This is one single drone light, and this is by our fabulous partner Skyworks. And here at the bottom, you can see that is where the light goes up. These could go upwards of 300 drones in the air, creating one formation at a time. Now, if I can make it, I will. But this is just one of them, right? So it takes our incredible design team and also everyone who is engineering. Oh, there we go.
Looks pretty good.
It's dynamic. You know, it can have any transition, any formation you'd like. The creativity is really through the roof here. It takes an entire village of editors, engineers, and folks who are working around the clock to make sure that these drone shows are spectacular. And that's just one. And it's a pretty hefty piece of hardware.
And you said it was about a quarter as much for a traditional fireworks. How much would a drone show typically cost?
Yeah, they could totally range. So they range based on how many of these you would like to have. But I would say anywhere between about 25,000 and upwards of 500,000. So it all depends on the scope and the scale of the show that you'd like to produce. Like we just like to make moments in the night sky, whether it's the 4th of July, or, if it's a stunt, a wedding, an activation, if you're announcing something, it all depends on the moment that you want to make. And we'll work with you to figure out exactly how many drones you need and what the price is.
It is pretty incredible. So I want to go back, Kevin, to what we mentioned at the top, because I see here that your drones are also involved with the Grammys. How so?
Yeah. I mean, that was incredible. That was the moment that I looked into the night sky and I saw the future of storytelling, the future of marketing in the night sky. The Grammys approached us, me and my partner Michelle, back in 2023 they wanted to make a headline on Grammys weekend. So an idea that we had was, what if we just put, nominated lyrics in the night sky? And how do we do that? Of course, drone shows or drones. And that was the moment. That was the moment of, hey, I think we need to start this business, which we did, which is awesome. Seeing a drone show in real life is unlike anything you've seen before. And if you haven't seen a drone show in real life yet, mark my words, by this time next year or this time next week even, you will have seen one. And it really does blow your mind when you see it in real life. It's a phenomenal dance of lights in front of your face.
How significant is the advertising opportunity for companies that may want to do a drone ad in the sky at times where there are large crowds?
I mean, I think the opportunity is limitless. The sky's the limit, as they say. But I really do think it's a massive opportunity. I think it's the future of marketing in the night sky. I saw the Grammy show in real life. It was our first show that we've ever executed. And I've never thought to myself, I need to start a business until that exact moment. I'm a marketer, I'm a creative, and we made a moment. And I knew that wasn't the first, it wouldn't be the last. And the opportunity is, I think, really big to reach a target audience at night. It's an untapped market in the night sky right now. It's real estate that's not being used except for billboards. So
maybe a Watch Cheddar TV ad if you feel like kicking that around on the 4th of July somewhere. We're just saying.
I think there's nothing quite like a Watch Cheddar than explosions at Bald Eagle. We can do that. We can make anything happen.
Let's do this.
You let me know.
That sounds very patriotic. Thank you. I like that, Kevin. We're going to hold you to that. Kevin Prince, co-founder of Heads in the Sky Drones. Thank you.
Maybe Boulder, Colorado would be a nice place for that.
With some nice twinkly lights. I like it.
Let's go, Kevin.